with the Belichick story because, boy, it sure sounded good there for a long period of time. I shouldn't say for a long period of time, for that little window there on Friday and Saturday. I was into it Saturday morning. I said, geez, can you imagine Belichick with the Giants? Somebody who would know said not on the Giant radar. So this Belichick thing, according to the person that I reached out to, said, I just don't see it occurring. And really said it's a non-story, was a quote. So take it for what it's worth. Who knows? Here is Don in Alabama, Mad Dog Unleashed. Don, good afternoon. How are you today?
Hey, how you doing, doggy?
Donnie, thank you. What's on your mind?
Hey, so I have a little bone to pick with this idea that the Atlanta Falcons are back now to the same way that they were last year after a decent win over a Rams team that just didn't show up. People are acting like, I get it. They're dangerous because they can always turn back into what they were last year. But this is, even after that game, they are not the team that they were last year. And, yes, they should be favorites in Philly because Philly doesn't have Carson Wentz. And, yeah, their secondary played a good game. But there's no way that this team, after just one game, is back to being... I
understand that, but, listen, they played well the other night. They do have some experience. They seem to be responding some. They played well at the end of the year. They won. They beat the Saints at home. They figured out a way to beat Tampa. They won 4 out of 5. They are 11-6 now. As you hit it right in the head. No Wentz. They are favored here. I wouldn't be shocked if they won Saturday in Philadelphia, which would then put them, in the NFC Championship game with a lot of momentum. I understand. Last year they had the 2 home games. They were flying. Their offense was phenomenal. This year the offense not nearly as good. But you could see why people think Atlanta is dangerous right now, Dan. Part of it's Wentz, but part of it is the idea that, if they win another one, that would be 3 big games in a row in a championship game with a lot of experience. It wouldn't shock people, that's for sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the fact that the weapons are still there is what makes them potential to be dangerous. But what they showed in last game, they had 2 touchdown drives. Other than that, they didn't have a first down until the 4th drive of the game. They had points before they had a first down because they were gifted 2 turnovers with
the punt return. Yeah, with the punt return.
Absolutely. So I definitely think the potential is there, but I don't think they're back to being the team that they were last year.
No, I agree. No, I don't think so either. But they got a very nervous Ram team there beginning on Saturday, which was a plus. With a young coach and not a ton of experience and a young quarterback, they walked in. If they get Philadelphia now without their starting quarterback, and that crowd will get nervous on Saturday, and they'll start booing the Eagles as soon as they have a couple of 3s and outs, because that crowd does not give anybody a break, and I think it's to a detriment with their team. And I think that Atlanta has got a chance. Now, I think maybe they fall a game short. Who knows? But Atlanta, I think, got a chance. I think they're going to win this week. I think Atlanta might win. And then they're sitting there a game away. Here's Jimmy in Albany, New York. And he's with us here on our program. And he says hello. Jim, good afternoon. How are you today?
Hey, Doggy, Jimmy Jim here. How you doing, pal?
Hello, Jimmy. Nice to talk to you. What's up now? Let me hear.
Hey, same here. Hey, listen, I got to say, I like you. I'm not going to say Tennessee is going to beat New England this weekend, but I think they are at least a team to be a little more concerned about coming out of this past weekend. And I do think Derrick Henry and I do think Delaney Walker are going to be the keys to them at least be able to keep up, because New England, their defense is they're not that great, and especially underneath, I don't think they're that great as well. So I think that'll be the close game. I like what you were doing there. I think that's going to be the close game of the AFC. I'm sorry, if you're Jacksonville and you hosted Buffalo and only scored 10, you're not going up to Pittsburgh, and that's not going to be close by any means. But, Dog, I also wanted to just kind of touch base on Alex Smith. Can I double back?
Yeah, sure. Alex Smith would be interesting. And I listen, if I had a guess, I would think Tennessee, they're getting 2 touchdowns, by the way. Now, the Patriots will take Henry away, as they always do. So it's going to have to be up to Mariota. Somebody's going to have to make a couple plays for him. Maybe that rookie wide receiver who's done nothing all year. Walker. Corey Davis. Walker will have his moments, the tight end. But Derrick Henry's not going to go crazy in that game. Belichick will not allow that. So you're going to have to go to plan B offensively. We'll see how they do that. Go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see maybe a sneaky mismatch on Decker for a touchdown in there somewhere. But, okay, so Alex Smith, I'm a Niners fan. I went to the 2011 NFC title game with the Giants, and that was a long way out to San Francisco to watch my team lose. I love Alex Smith, but the unfortunate part is he cannot take you to that next level. I don't know if he just doesn't want to make that big throw down the field or whatever the case may be. So the teams that are looking for him in the offseason, they got a tricky move because Alex Smith, rightfully so, might be his last big contract, is going to want those big dollars. So the question is, are you going to pay big dollars just to get your team?
But I think he's got one. I think he's got one more year left on that deal. We should double check that. Everybody has, made it seem like that. He's probably got a roster bonus where you got to make sure you don't pay it if you're the Chiefs to make him an unrestricted free agent. We'll have to look at that. Listen, Buffalo could use him. Eddie, what now?
2019 unrestricted.
So unrestricted is 2019. What is he this year? Does he get a bonus in March where, in fact, they can cut him and not pay him $15 million or $20 million? Do they have that opportunity? I think they probably can get out of that this year, and we'll have to wait and see how they handle that. Mahomes, I guess, was very good, as Phil Simms told us in the last game against the Broncos. Buffalo needs a quarterback. Obviously, the Jets need a quarterback. Buffalo, obviously, from you can't win with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, $2 million roster bonus this year for 2018.
All right, so maybe, I don't know what the Chiefs would do. Everybody has assumed that he's available. I don't know. Maybe he won't be. I have to wait, and maybe they keep him another year. But the overall theme about the Eagles is they need a facelift. How they go about doing that remains to be seen, but they need one. Here's Christopher in Connecticut, and he's aboard. He says hello, and he is on Mad Dog Unleashed. Christopher, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, Doug. How are you?
All right, Chris, nice to talk to you. What's on your mind now? Let me hear.
Okay, quick thing. A little disappointed. Well, real disappointed. I was really looking forward to seeing the Rams advance. Good young team, young coach. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I do like to watch them. And I really thought that the big reason why, if you go back to the Cowboys last year, they went 13-3. They took the week off. They got killed by the Eagles. They go play the Packers. And it took them a half a game to get going. I think the same thing happened to the Rams. I don't know why these teams take that last week off. When you're playing hot, young team like that, they shouldn't have to rest. Let's go, and I think that really hurt that team.
It's a good point. It's a good combination with Dallas. That's a very fair point. I think it depends on how you do it. I don't think anybody expects Pittsburgh to be, flat when they go play Jacksonville here on Sunday, but Pittsburgh's got plenty of experience. The Rams do not. They did take the week off against San Francisco, ended up losing the game. They maybe lost a little mojo, and the Rams didn't do a whole hell of a lot in the game. They had the 1 5-minute flurry, and that is basically it. And their run defense was terrible in the game. I mean, terrible. I mean, the Rams ran right down their throat in the second half. 19 in front of the hour here on Mad Dog Unleashed.
Every day on SiriusXM's POTUS